Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the ground, it's Hill. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dante Moore. He's going to fire deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Finds a tight end. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Moore. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wideout. And he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Bust through behind his pad. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive, really be in sync and finally find the rhythm?
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Moore. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the field. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that shows you the confidence this QB has in his target down the field. Running the corner route, he's well covered, but he knows if he puts it up in the air, his guy's going to go climb the ladder and make a play for him. Beautiful job.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Keep it on the ground. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's Moore to throw. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Davison. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Moore will throw. Under fire. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. So now it's second and long. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Now facing a third and long. in from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Julian with the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Pulls it in. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, Dave, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dante Moore. Makes the grab on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback.
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Coming out with it, it's Scott. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The run inside. It's Hill. Picks up the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Austin Mack pulls it in. It's Rodgers. Tackled at the 45 at the... Five-yard pickup. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Under fire. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical...
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He'll try to take it back. 10. Touchdown, Bama. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the run, it's Jackson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
A running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There's some room. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point here will tie the game. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Good, solid tackle.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Makes the grab. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Running inside, it's Hill. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Throwing, Mack. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Mack. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Mack to throw for it on fourth. He wants it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hitting turn.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. They knock him down right there. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to fire to the left. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Austin Mack. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
There's a crease. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. To the ground to try to move the chains. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing, Mack. Got it in the middle, it's Hill.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Again, it's Mack. Makes a grab and room to run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Austin Mack. Looking for a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go right back to it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, running back gets to give. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
From the gun on third down, Say It. On the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Mack, bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. At the 45, on his way. Breaks into the open on the left. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Throwing, Mack. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Run in the red zone, it's Hill. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. This is a designed run. Breaks the tackle. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The Tide answers back. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there he goes! The 30, the 20, and he scores! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Austin Mack. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Mack to throw for it on 4th. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes against the Miami Hurricanes. As always, great to have Holly Rowe reporting from the sidelines. Holly, what do you have?
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me, this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. And the Canes will kick this away to get us going here. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. The handoff. He's stopped for no gain. The defense swarming on the first play of the game.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down after a short gain there. First third down of the game. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Look out, he's in the clear. And he finally steps out at the 10. Offense set up in great position.
Well, we knew third down was going to be a big key in this game, and here right off the bat, first drive, first third down, the defense is able to get the interception. Again, it's the confusion. I don't think the quarterback knew what the defense was in, and if he doesn't recognize what's going on, he's going to put the ball in harm's way. That's a big turnover early in this game for this defense.
Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
This is a dangerous throw by this quarterback, and as a quarterback, you cannot predetermine where you want to throw the football. You've got to read it out, and here, definitely forced into double coverage.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here. What an outstanding job by the defense. The route was timed perfectly. It was a good throw, but it's just better defense to prevent the touchdown. Now this offense has got to go back to the drawing board.
Red kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, that's just a great job by the defense. Chris, that's a sudden change series. Off of a turnover, that defense has to go out there, and they're already in field goal range, and they hold them to a field goal. That is a huge win for that defense.
And the kickoff will be returned. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to find room. It's Jackson. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious.
He's got space. Here he goes. Now the 40. Past the 20. It's a foot race. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered, and this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust. Well, that's the conservative way to go, just trying to pick up the first down. And I understand you're trying to move the chains, create a new set of downs, but man, I would have loved to see them get aggressive, go with the play action. Now you're sitting there after the defense does a nice job stopping the run, and now you've got third down. Better convert now.
They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
I really love what this offensive line is doing in these short yardage situations. It's 3rd and 1. They're able to win the line of scrimmage, and they move the chains. But remember, this happens because you build into third down success by having successful plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's what this offense is doing right now.
So it's 2nd down and 9. The completion not producing much there on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds just past midfield.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Pass tipped to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
Chris, this is exactly what they were concerned about. They know their quarterback is undersized, and this defensive front seven is big and fast and physical. And here they're able to just bat this ball away at the line of scrimmage.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Could take it all the way. Inside the 20. Crosses the all the way for a pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That is the way for the defense to make a mark on this game, in particular early here in the first quarter. Great job by the defender. He steps in front. Now he's going the other direction. And now this offense is going to be reeling.
PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyon. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense will make the stop, but it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Ohio State is on top here, Joel. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. Oh, and a big play by this elite corner. Joel, he told us they better not try me today. I'm going to make him pay. Here it goes.
And, Chris, it's that confidence that just sets him apart. He
can go. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Catch made for the score.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it. They're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
And he's back to throw again on second down. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Breaks into the open. At the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A huge defensive score.
They have completely taken over the game with this defense. They're aggressive. It's their second score. And I got to tell you, you just are going to win 100% of the time your defense puts it in the end zone twice. What a job by this group.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Looking to throw it deep. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And, in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand that.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? This defense makes another big.